welcome back to the final match of the night. This is the Lazarus match, playing for second place in Group B. In the right-hand corner, top right-hand corner of Deadwing, playing for Team Ascension, it is the green Protoss, Bones.
Yes, it certainly is, and his opponent is going to be down the bottom left-hand corner. The purple Zerg player. Down here from the winner's match, the winner of these two's last matchup just a few hours earlier today. From My Insanity, Winter.
Ooh, Winter is the recipient of a full scout off. I was trying to figure out how to say that right there, but yes. And it looks like very interesting. I was gonna first be like, okay, he's gonna try some cannon shenanigans. Looks like he's actually throwing on a gateway too, and I haven't seen this before.
I've seen this like once before. Bones is actually like he's using the fact that Deadwing is obviously like strong macro map. He's gonna expand to his third base, obviously like first. He's gonna make a huge wall across this whole big wide ramp. And because he's in cross position, it's going to work pretty well, I think. Now, Winter does have 4 Lings that are coming out first. He knows which spawn his opponent's in, but he knows very little of that.
Yeah, he doesn't know this is going down.
Yeah, so when he finds it, I don't know how well this will go. This is not something that I see very often. He is actually pumping out quite a lot of Lings, so he could push to this quite a lot. But the cannon's done.
Oh, just barely.
But just barely, yeah, as you say. And 2 Lings are going to get in. The next lot of Lings that come through, just 1 Ling will get in. But that's 3 Lings inside the space. And I don't think there's much else that can get done. Now the wall-in is closed. The way is shut. The probe keeps it. And with just 3 Lings, I don't feel like that's going to be enough damage to counteract the fact that Bones will probably get like a 6-minute third base.
Yeah, the Lings do have Ling speed, but past that, probes and Lings are the same stats at least. They can trade okay in 3v3, and I love how he does on that pylon. Right? I mean, they do have speed though. They can at least trade though. They're not being slaughtered like zealots into it.
Yeah, but I mean, Lings do attack quite a bit faster as well.
Yeah. We do see the cannon going down right there for Bones, which will be in a nice position. Hopefully it'll get down. It'll get down before the rocks go down and start working on them. But on the other side of the map, I was going to say from Winter, I mean, he's throwing everything into it. He got speed. He's getting a lot of Lings out. So, I mean, he's committing to a lot of aggression and getting that third base down. So it's kind of, you normally have these Lings on your side to be defending, and you're just saying, you know what, I can put this aggression on. I'm not afraid, and you can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty tough. It must be quite annoying for Winter because he was trying to pressure something, and now Bones, he's got so much. He's secured like a free third base whenever he wants to take it, and it's going to be super difficult for Winter to pressure. So Winter actually is going to have to try and take his fourth as fast as possible, unless he wants to do something a little bit later on to try and just punish the fact that Bones won't have so many units when he does take his third, because that's still like the disadvantage he'll have. But I mean, there's no way that Bones will ever really have, or not for a long time, will have to give up his really strong defensive posture here. You know what would be quite cool if he actually doesn't ever take third base. If he drives away this overlord that's scouting for Winter and just does a big 2-base all in, but off like a weird base positioning. That would be so deceptive.
Yeah, he will be taking the third base. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, just to boot. Also, he was only on 1 gas for a while, so at least for the next 2 to 3 minutes, I mean, he's pretty much gonna be going gateway zealots and sentry here and there that he can push out.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, I really like it. I think we can see another nice big macro PvZ. We've seen another couple of ones in the last game, and it's been PvZ all night, which I think is pretty good, because PvZ is probably my second favorite matchup behind ZVT. But awesome stuff, and yeah, I mean, Bones, he's gonna secure this destructible debris as well, because Wint has already made moves to try and go through that. but now it's covered by cannons, it's covered by some gateways, and we're going to see Bones, I think, just be a bit more safe. He actually went up to three bases off one gateway without even Warp Gate being finished, so that's so greedy.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very greedy from Bones here. Now, on the other side, we do have Winter, and as we've seen in previous games, at least in PvZ, he's all over the place on aggression. He's very, very good at getting little run-bys going here and there, and I'm curious if this is going to work out for him on this map because of these 3 bases. He's getting Roach Speed and Burrow. Sorry, not Roach Speed. He's getting Roach Warren and Burrow. So definitely, whoa, interesting. Guardian Shield preemptively going up for Bones. I think there's a little bit of an accident right there, but saying at least for Winter, definitely is going to be putting on a lot of aggression very, very soon with Roach Speed Burrow coming out, as we've seen him previously do.
Yeah, definitely. Definite possibility. We've got Burrow. He really likes his Burrow upgrade, does Winter, and that's really cool. I think it's kind of an underutilized upgrade. I always mean to research it, but don't.
I should research this sometime. Yeah, just sometime during the game. Yeah.
I mean, it's the sort of thing that, unless you've got a plan that includes specifically Burrow, it's not usually an upgrade you just get as part of the course. Not like Roach Speed or Link Speed or just regular upgrades. Unless you're going for a Burrow timing, you don't go, well, I'll get Burrow at some point during the game to do this specific bush with. So I don't know. That seems to be kind of what Winter does. He just gets it for the sake of having Burrow, and he's used it really, really nicely in all his games. So I think it's a great choice. That's pretty good. Winter does trade off a lot of Link, but he manages to snipe a sentry before the Mothership will get its recall off. So that's a nice trade for quite a bit of gas.
Even with that, I mean, yeah, he traded that, but he didn't trade any drones for that, nothing like that, so he's in a nice position, especially with 4 bases. Bones is going to keep trying to put pressure on with Blink, but there's no proxy pylon at the moment, and Roach is streaming across the map. And this isn't looking too good for Bones, I think, because, I mean, Blink is kind of on the way, but a lot of his gas at the moment is in these upgrades and not in the units he has. But right now, Winter just kind of posturing around the map, seeing what he can do, getting a little bit of scouting in, and Mutalisk coming off the back of this in a huge rave of 15 drones.
Yeah, I mean, big lot of drones finished up by Winter. He's sitting at 86 now, and that's a lot. Now, a bunch of Mutalisks are coming, but Bones is moving out across the map, and he's moving out across the map with a lot of units that Mutalisks don't fight very well.
Yes, yeah. They won't quite be able to fight them very well. And he also, I mean, he's got a lot of stalkers. I would expect to see a lot of zealots out of him because he's at 800 minerals and started off with 3 pretty early bases. So looking a little bit scary composition-wise, especially against a lot of roaches. And 28 more Lings being pumped out. I love these Overlords on top of the army. He's soaking up just a little bit of these Stalker shots. Some nice roaches actually burrowing down below the force fields. And they should, actually I'm not sure if they unburrow. If they unburrow under a force field, will brick? No, it doesn't. Of course, no, interesting.
No, just for, yeah.
Yeah, getting a decent, trying to get a concave here or something on Winter A's, but some nice force field keeping out. Stalkers doing, not actually a lot of damage to this 4th base, just kind of making Winter be scared here, but 10 more Hydralisks coming out, really nice for him, and so I'm curious how this is going to work out, because yes, Bones is doing a lot of damage to that 4th base, but I mean, a lot of Hydras coming out soon, and that's going to be really scary and hard to deal with.
Yeah, he's also got to attack up this ramp, which Winter can set up a nice concave on. And across the map, of course, as we keep seeing, these Mutalisks are wrecking havoc with Bones' mineral lines. They're actually going to charge into the natural here, where all the probes evacuated to, start focusing down those cannons, and Bones has to make some more damage happen. He can't just take out the 4th base and have that be it, because he hasn't killed any drones, and he can't really charge up this ramp either. The Hydralisks are going to pump out too much damage to him to really blink backwards from, and he can actually, Winter can chase him down on creep. Bones just can't fight this, and across the map, 23 probes left for Bones. The Mutalisks, they find those last 23 probes at the 3rd base, and they're going to try and make them suffer as well. And this, only how many Mutalisks? 7 Mutalisks have been doing so much damage.
Yeah, Muta's wreaking havoc on that, causing a lot of the army, or causing the army to have to retreat there, at least to get some defense done. But I mean, it's only 4 Stalkers there. He has lost 45 probes. That huge economic lead he took in the beginning, he just completely lost. Stalkers are blinked into the third of Winter, but actually going after the hatch, not going after these drones. Drones going for the attack, actually. I really like that. And Hydra is anticipating the blink back, actually getting a nice angle on the bottom, will completely destroy the Stalkers. Winter looking like he's in an amazing position. Currently, Winter is at only +1 attack. But on the other side of the map, I mean, Bone, he does it +2, but I mean, his army is so small. He's lost so many workers, and for a while there, I was thinking actually that Bones had a really nice advantage because he had 1,000 minerals in the bank, huge zealot warping, but he lost that and lost so much economy. He could just not keep producing like he was.
Yeah, I mean, he's still only sitting at like 28 drones. Winter is up at 87. That burrow helped stop him losing like almost any drones in the attack. So it's just basically like lost mining time while the hatches are down. When the hatches are back up, he's back up to his economy, he's back up to his income. And, you know, he hasn't even really felt the loss in income. He's not needed to replace or replenish any army. Whereas Bones is still languishing down at about 63 supply total. He's at like a quarter of his opponent's army supply. Winter's pushing forwards with his army now, and it's looking really, really scary.
Yeah, very, very scary. With so many Hydralisks, so much DPS coming out of this. A couple force fields, but I don't think that's even going to be enough here because, just like I was saying, economy's damaged so much. Desperation DTs trying to get down to at least to be able to defend right here, which I think is ideal idea right here. Cybernetic Sport actually sniped right there, which is really good for Winter in this position. There's so much attack going on at the same time in the main base. 4 gates powered down. GG. Winter takes game 1 in this Lazarus matchup.
So it's gonna be it's gonna be a fast 1-0 lead to him, and of course okay, then welcome back. It's gonna be game number 2 between these two players. Technically, actually, the 4th game they've played tonight, but game 2 of this series. And the first of them is going to be this green Protoss spawning in the left-hand position on Catalina, hoping there will be a 3rd game because he's currently down 1-0 from Team Ascension. It is Bones.
And his opponent spawning in the 1 o'clock position, with some nice possibilities for Mutalisks maybe in his really aggressive style and harassment. Playing for my insanity, it is Winter.
And as you said, he's done some really, really nice Mutalisk play so far. This is actually like the spawn Bones is in is actually the one with like the least airspace behind it by quite a long way. Like, if you look at the other spawns, Winter has so much airspace behind his main and his natural that can also like reach into his 3rd. It all connects up. The spawn on the bottom right, you can get like maybe a 4th, maybe behind the 4th base, and you have airspace into the main and natural, and slightly less so to the 3rd. But yeah, I think these are actually probably the worst spawn locations for Winter. Not in that they're unfavored towards him, just in that I think they're not actually like favored towards Mutalisks. Like, there's no airspace, and he doesn't have that nice kind of easy access towards the main base. But we'll see. I feel like Bones also still doesn't want to expand towards his opponent, so hang on. He shouldn't be able to break through. No, he won't be able to break through.
No, I was saying he can, especially with his extra probes along with Zealot playing really nicely right there, forcing that back. There's only 3 Lings here, 2 Zealots will be fine in this. And Winter deciding to expand 3 times, very common in what we've seen at him, getting metabolic boost. And I think in this position, really, if he, what I would like to see him do is pump out a couple more Lings and just deny the 3rd base. And I think he can do that very well in this position, especially with the Overlord spread that he is, or at least the Overlords that he is in these positions. I think that'd be really good for him to deny the 3rd base, and it's going to be hard, obviously. If you take a 3rd base to the east point, or to east of the Bones main, I mean, that's hard to take 2 ways in. The same thing with the natural, or same thing with the other 3rd base, 2 ways in.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's gonna be pretty difficult for him to defend that. But yeah, I kind of feel like Bones doesn't really want to take the third base that's up towards the top because that'll be expanding towards Winter a little bit. If he takes the one that's lower down, that's just below those Zerglings we were just looking at, then he's very vulnerable to Mutalisk as well because they can hop between his main and his third base really easily. But we'll see. Even when he takes the third base, what his choice is, and I'll start to think about how it's all the map layout has affected that then. So it's cool stuff, by the way.
Interestingly enough, at the moment, Winter has no drones and no drones and gas, just droning up right now. And he's got to be careful. Obviously, not much coming out of Bones right now. Actually, throwing 3 more gates down. It's still a little while, though. But he's going to have to be very careful to watch what's going to come out of Bones. And an Overlord is going in just to scout these gates. I think you will see it'll be 5 gates thrown down. It does look like Winter does see. I mean, he's going to see all of them right now. There's literally nothing that could deny it unless he changes the direction. We'll see it. And Winter just going on the same thing, throwing those guys rest into gas, getting the drones up onto that third base. And I'm guessing he's just going to try to pump out Lings to defend this. Pulling his Lings back right now. And I mean, he's looking like in a good economic position, but not a great defensive position. But the one thing going from his Bones is not any proxy pylons.
Yeah, and that is a big thing going for him. Let's not make any mistakes about that. And if Winter can continue to deny that, which, very, very nice snipe on that probe. That's a really big key. The only proxy pylon is like way back here. These Speedlings are actually also going to get the Stalkers as well, and that's really, really nice if he can pick up the first few units off his push. It's like we were talking about on in a similar situation of Binary Eastern Station. If you can completely crush the first wave of this push, then you've basically won the game, and that's what we saw there. So Winter's done a fantastic job with just a few Speedlings at picking off the Stalkers, picking off the drones, and Bones has been so delayed by this push. He really actually wanted to be like walking up Winter's natural ramp by now with all these Zealots and the extra few Stalkers.
But Winter, as we've said before, getting Burrow again, 9 Roaches coming out. I'd love to see them come out and then just burrow down on that ramp and wait for the army to come in. I mean, they're going to not quite be there in time, I don't think, but I'd love to see that. Just let them burrow there, wait for the army to come up, and just annihilate it. Going there. Sorry.
Yeah, Winter gets a little run by into the main there, which is going to be really, really annoying. Forces Warpings at home, and now back at Winter's base. He's much better set up to take this big gateway all in. He's got his Roaches. He's got a bunch of Lings to try and take out the Stalkers. I don't think he's well enough to even set up that now. But borrowing these Zerglings, borrowing the Roaches, there's still no detection for Bones. So he can unburrow. He can take out the pylon, take out a few more Stalkers, and just chip away at this force for Bones. And he'll do really, really nicely here.
Yeah, definitely. More Roaches, more Lings coming out. No Robo for Bones. This is pure gateway and off of 1 gas. So this is not looking good if this doesn't work out for Bones. Bones takes out both of the... Winter takes out both the pylons. And so many Zealots here, though. We have 18 Zealots. Roaches working away. Roaches... I feel like this has got to go really well for Winter. It's just going to be very hard to be able to push back all these Zealots because there is so many. Winter has to stay on and Micro for a while longer. 14 more Link coming out. Third base is not quite saturated, but at 800 minerals right now for Winter. These injects have to be really, really good to keep up his production, but it looks like he may be able to take out a few more of these Stalkers in the main base. Third base, though, is going to probably go down. Nothing really to defend that Stalkers and Zealots, so focusing that down. Roaches burrowed, and I mean, there's just so many Zealots here, but still, there's so many minerals right now for Winter if he can just get some... his macro, or if he can just get these injects going and be in a nice position.
Yeah, I think, there's third base. He has to sack third base. And the Roach Warren going down is a pretty nasty loss as well. And actually, this is working out a lot better for Bones than I expected. Winter is going to clear up the all-in in his main and head over to the third. But again, there's so many Zealots, and a lot of Lings don't do that in maps versus this many Zealots. The Roaches come in, but a big flank from the Zealots as well. Warping into the low ground. Nice moves there by Bones are going to take that out a bit more. Winter unburrows, though, picks off a few more units, just damages that Stalker very, very heavily. He can unburrow again and start moving in towards the Zealots, and it's going to be another kind of annoying tough hold where Bones picks apart a couple more key tech structures.
Yeah, I love this from Winter though. Like literally only kiting enough, then going back, burrowing back in. But right now, at least for Bones, he is getting his gas up, 3 gas now. But so he does not have quite that income on minerals he had before. And that third base attempted to go up again. I don't think it will though. Yeah, it's really just got to be canceled. And right now, Winter just got to wait until he gets more roaches out because there's just so many zealots. It's so hard to attack into this.
Yeah, for sure, and.
Especially with +1 weapons, which is coming.
Yeah, it's a tough hold to make. I don't think Winter's not gonna break up the ramp down here. Even without the Zealot on hold position, there's force fields there and such. But now Bones is actually on a higher worker count. He's done quite a lot of damage to Winter. Winter had to pull some probes to deal with that. Bones has his Immortal out, he has an Immortal on the way out. He has probably an Observer. He actually didn't get an Observer, skipping the Observer to go straight for that Immortal, which I think is a little bit of a surprising decision, given how much Winter has shown himself to favour the Burrow. But I'm sure he'll get one at some point, because it would be remiss of him not to, given how much of a role Burrow has played in Winter holding all these pushes. So yeah, we'll kind of see how it goes on, as it will transition towards a more macro style game, as long as Winter can, retake that third at some point.
Yeah, what I was going to say about Bones moving back is it's even better for Winter, not only not having the army there, but no pressure, so he can take back that third. But doesn't actually look like he's taking the third at the moment, is making a lot of units, getting his upgrades up. Maybe we're going to see a 2-base play out of him, because he has been set back a lot by losing that third. And not that many drones actually killed from there, only 5 drones actually killed, surprisingly enough. But it looks like he's gearing up for a pretty big attack. We do see a Warp Prism coming out of Bones, which will really help him, though, because so many Zealots he has with his army. He's going to be able to tank a battle for a while, and then he will be able to do just a little bit of Warp and try to pull back whatever he can of the Zerg army.
Yeah, and nice couple of warpins there by Bones. Is going to defend his proxy farm down there, but he's moving forwards on the other side of the map, and I don't think Winter's spotted this just yet. If he has, he's certainly, a bunch of drones are on the way. I think he's just seen it. I don't know though. These roaches are going to be a great counterattack, but he really, really needs something on his side of the map, because otherwise these Immortals are going to tear through what he currently has like right paper. He's got quite a few Spine Crawlers, finished some building, and some roaches, but the 2 Immortals are going to absolutely annihilate Spine Crawlers, especially with +1 weapons. Zealots, they do pretty alright against them as well. And this is going to be a really, really tough hold for Winter. Across the other side of the map, Bones he's doing really, really well against the roaches of Winter.
Yeah. Not much is going on with Winter's forces.
Yeah. Whoa, Winter's sending more roaches across the map. This could be
Time Warp, though. Beautiful.
Oh, damn, there's Warp Fields.
Oh, damn. 9 or 10. 10 roaches actually get caught in that. And those actually Winter's attempt to take out some proxy pylons, but I mean, that was 9 roaches. It's so many. He's replenishing the roaches now, but it's going to be the same as where he was when he started that little engagement. 5 spine crawlers down, and those roaches will probably get taken out before they can. Oh, they'll actually just barely get the pylon right there. And what I'm liking out of Bones is he's staying on 3 bases. He feels confident. He knows his opponent is stuck on those 3 bases. So instead of saying, I'm going to actually take the economic lead, he's just putting more and more tech down and getting more and more units down. And I really like that.
Yeah, he's doing really nice in that regard. A little Warp Prism drop as well in the main with a couple of Immortals. He's going to kill off a Roach or 2. And then just make its way out. And so far now, Winter is we're approaching the 20-minute mark, and Winter is on 2 bases, about 1.5 mining now, given his main is starting to run dry a little. And this is a horrific situation for him. Bones is looking towards taking a 3rd base even, and Winter is just taking more and more damage from. Oh damn, that was an expensive Warp Prism to lose. But it's still done some damage, so I don't know if that was really enough damage to justify losing a Warp Prism with 2 Immortals in. But Yeah, I mean, Winter is not even moving towards the third base, so it's going to get super, super tough, especially where now Bones is starting to get his Colossi out. And of course, that double Stargate will provide a very, very scary force there. Oh, yeah, there's one Colossus out already, so things are looking a bit dicey for Winter.
Yeah, really dicey, especially with the Colossus. I almost feel like I would like to see a double expand out of him, just something to attempt to get back into the game economy-wise. We do see Bones getting a full scout off. He will see this third hatch right there, spots it. Some pokes him with roaches, but right now Bones has a lot of attack. And Ling's almost getting into the natural, but they will get pushed back. Like, yeah, I think really right now, I think that'd be maybe not the best idea, but I think that'd definitely be something that may get him back into this game, trying to take 2 bases.
Yeah, there's that double expand we do see, actually. One of them in a hidden base down in the top right-hand bottom right spawn main base sort of thing going on. So that's pretty cool out of Winter. If he can get them all droned up, he'll be in a better position. And he's going into Swarm Host now as well. So, I mean, I don't feel like Catalina is particularly a Swarm Hosty map. So I'm not sure how well this is gonna work out for him. It doesn't have those kind of single avenues of attack that good Swarm Host maps typically have. It's much more varied when you can go on the high ground or go on the low ground or sort of circle around towards the third base or something. So it's all going to be on like where Winter positions his locus. He's going to have to be very dynamic about that, and it's very difficult to play like that.
Yeah, it is hard, but there's a lot of creep for Winter. A ton of creep tumors, actually. Not even a lot of creep, just a ton of creep tumors. So we'll be able to keep expanding from that. Since Spinecrawler is being moved forward, or at least moving in different position, Swarmos is barely in time getting the right position, but actually some nice force field, forcing a lot of the army in and doing a ton of damage. There is 3 Colossus and 2 more hallucinated, and this is not looking good for a Winter at all here.
No, not at all. This third base is going to go down again. GG. And Bones advanced onwards. Bones has force field that game. In fact, Bones' force field all night have been absolutely incredible.
Hello and welcome to ASL Challenger League Round of 16, the final match of the night. Currently, it is 1-1 in the top right hand of the corner, playing for Team Ascension Pro. It is the green Protoss, Bones.
Oh, yes, it is. And his opponent is going to be down the bottom right-hand corner here. The purple Zerg playing for my insanity, Winter.
Oh yeah, this game's looking like it's gonna be good. Both players playing pretty standard. Bones going for that gateway fast expand, and like I was saying, just out of Winter, I'm curious to see what he's gonna do. The aggression in this game, as always, he gets Burrow, but on top of that, he just plays really cool harassment styles, and I'm excited to see how he's gonna do that.
Yeah, he's definitely played a really mutalist heavy style so far today, and as I mentioned before, Winter did win this map last time they played in the in the second match of the day. So we'll see whether he can echo that result or whether Bones can flip it on his head. And as you said, the winner of this advances onwards to the round of 8. Not only securing themselves $25 in prize money and a spot in Season 5, but also the chance for that. The continued chance for that grand prize. They will be in the playoffs, no more group stages, and they'll have a chance for that $200 grand prize or a top 2 finish, which would secure them a spot in Prime League. And I mean, that's where everybody really wants to be, playing in Prime League against Parting, against Bly, who just qualified today, against all those top tier players for a much larger prize.
Yeah, against Parting, who, as you were saying, gets into the game, is like, guys, I'm really tired. I'm sorry if I play badly, and then 2-0s every single game.
Yeah, Parting comes in, is like, oh, I'm so tired. Can I have a shower? And then Then some numpty tells me can't have a shower, so he goes away and has a shower, and we have Salt
That's
Lake.
the key.
That's how it happens.
Bones will really nicely actually pick off this final Ling, or at least I'm guessing he will. And playing quite standard now. In previous games, we've seen Bones go double gateway off of this gateway, expand into a lot of gateway pressure, but actually decided to do Forge, getting that upgrade up. And I feel like this is the gateway pressure, but at least obviously with the upgrade. And I kind of like the other gateway pressure he's been doing, which is just going into 5 gates right off the bat, but that doesn't really work as well on this map since Winter pretty much has the Overlord right in that position to spot that. So we won't see that, but it looks like he's gearing up for that, and it looks like a probe in the bottom right-hand corner. It's funny, as I was saying that, I didn't know there was a probe. I just went down hoping, because I was like, that's literally what I guess you would do. And I went down, I was like, yep, it's there, we're good.
Yeah, I do sometimes, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. When it works, I feel pretty happy, but nobody looks at me in appreciation because they just assume they looked at it because that makes sense. When it doesn't work, I'm like, oh,
yeah, and you know what?
No, there's not. Oh, that's kind of surprising. Oh, well.
Yeah, but when you do find it, you're like, I got this.
Fills you with a warm sense of self-satisfaction. But
yes.
Yeah, once again, Winter with a few speedlings is going to run around and find that, oh look, there's a Zelt there, but pulls out a couple of force fields for the cost of like 2 Lings, which is pretty nice. Is going to reduce this fairly significantly, and these sentries now have no more force fields. He
actually gets in.
He killed both of the sentries. Really?
Winter making 24 Lings in a Hydralisk Den. Winter's saying, you know what, screw this, I'm going for it. Into the main, there's still nothing blocking that natural. We do see 12 more Lings coming out. They are going to deal with that No, they are not going to deal with that proxy pollen going to the main. And the one thing is, you kind of say, okay, well, he's going for me, I'm going to go for him, but Bones cannot attack right now because of the Zealots. And are you okay, Trigonal? You had like the worst look on your face for a second.
Yeah, I did not have a good little coughing fit just there, but right now Winter's having a bit of a worse problem, I think, because those force fields from Bones, it's perfect once again, exactly spot on. Maybe not quite enough of them there. He's run out, and I don't know. It's enough. The choke he creates is just enough for those Zelts to hold the line, kill off all those Lings. He's killed a Queen with his force fields. He's gonna take down this 3rd base, it looks like, as well. Although this Hydralisk is gonna have something to say about it. Another force field, but he just doesn't have enough sentries. Even this probe is trying to add its damage, but I don't think he's gonna be able to kill this 3rd base. Just gonna try and trade off as best he can, and that should be pretty nicely.
Yeah, with Hydralisks out, he just can't. And I mean, Bones is trying to get the Robo Bay out. I like that time warp, but only actually catching 2. And probably better to do it on the drones and stuff. But Zealots are going to get out of there. The Mothership Core is actually sniped. Big win right there for Winter, actually. And Robo Bay coming down for Bones, getting out Immortals. I mean, but he literally, in his natural, he's got nothing but a cannon. Nothing but a cannon. Immortal will pop out, but against 28 Lings. And how many Hydralisks? 12 Hydralisks. It's so much damage in this amount, in this time in the game when there's no Colossus.
Yeah, the 12 Hydras are going to pop that cannon really quickly. 4 sentries do get warped in, but they're not going to be able to deny this Overseer at least some kind of scout off in the main base. And it sees the Colossus Bay, or Lost Bay, it sees the Rocket Facility, it sees pretty much all it needs to. Certainly all the important things. And yeah, Bones is going to try and go into an Immortal Sentry, but he lost a lot of sentries doing that push forward. So he's now got literally half the number he would have. The ones he's just re-warped in aren't going to have much of an opportunity to regain any energy. And it's going to be tough.
Yeah, definitely. I like the creep at least at the 3rd of Bones at the moment, just trying to deny as much economy as he can. And I mean, so many Hydralisks, 4 Zealots literally have to turn around and go for it. If you want to get some water Trigonal, I can keep casting. I don't know. We have Colossus. Okay, you have some water. All right. We have Bones moving out, but I mean, with not that many Zealots and 1 Colossus actually not with the main army. Lings surrounding these Zealots and actually getting into the natural. Really nice right there. Bones actually may have to, I mean, yeah, he has to pull back to be able to defend this. He's pulling back. Lings working on a pylon. Rest of the Lings were taken out, but this army has to pull back, and a few Lings actually pouring a couple of mortals and some zealots. This is looking worse and worse for Bones right now. Just getting hit on multiple sides. And back in Winter, he's got so many roaches, so many hydras. He's gonna hit so hard, but there's really no meat. There's not those zealots and those stalkers a part of this army.
Yeah, and the Lynx actually managed to pause that Colossus at 73 out of 75. Just sniping a couple pylons, and Bones is not going to make that mistake again, but only 3 pylons to power that robotic facility this time. But a little zealot run by is going to take out this 4th base. No, it's not going to take it out. It's going to chip away at it, make it a little bit weaker for future zealot run bys, and just generally annoy Winter Storm out of position and kind of delay him from doing other, perhaps more important things, or things that he'd rather be doing anyway. And right now, Bones is moving across the map. He's got decent. Well, he's got Colossi out, and with the +2 upgrades they will have very shortly, against no defensive upgrades coming from Winter, they're going to be dealing a lot of damage. Those 2 Colossi, well, the Colossi are going to be 2-shotting Hydras, and 2 of them are going to be 1-shotting Hydras. So, given they do AoE as well, that's really nice. Oh, but a huge surround comes out.
Beautiful. Even with the force fields are actually force fielding some of these roaches in, which is nice. And that side blinks back for Bones, but so many roaches just taking out their Colossus so quickly.
Yeah, fantastic engagement there for Winter, and just making use of that map architecture. Bones completely caught by surprise and crushed there. That was really nicely done. Even his wonderful force field couldn't save him. Against the might of Winter's roaches just pounding through there, and the Spire goes up. Winter, I think, sees an opportunity to start trying to get some damage, start really trading these units off incredibly efficiently, and I'm not even sure he'll get the chance to do that Spire Remax. Currently 113 army spike to 41. I think Winter's just going to pound through him and do crippling damage.
Yeah, just these Blink Stalkers, I mean, he's put so much into the Stalkers he had before, but the Blink really didn't pay off. He may have been a little bit better to go possibly to double Robo or get out some High Templar, something to just have some more area of effect. Now, the bottom right-hand corner of Winter will be taken out by those Zealots, and same thing on the 3rd, being pretty heavily pressured. But, I mean, there's such a big army for Winter right now, and just literally just hardly anything. I mean, a Colossus, couple Stalkers, and not that much, but a decent bank of gas, actually, for Winter at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't know where that came from, but
actually sniped 2 bases here, so that's a really good job. War Prism has done horrifically damaging harassment, but Bones is down to 1 base. He's still a little bit scared to move down and reclaim his natural, because Winter will come back across the map and destroy him. There's 6 Mutalisks on the way, and Bones, I mean, he's got a fair few Stalkers, but I mean, the advantage of being on 1 base is that you don't have to deal with the scariest part of Mutalisk, which is them hitting one of your bases, then running away and getting another base. The disadvantage of being on 1 base is you're only on 1 base income, and that base is about to run out. There's like 40 left in this mineral patch, 150 left in that one, 70 left in that one. He's very close to just having no money left.
Yeah, most definitely, very close, and he doesn't have any more economy coming in. He doesn't the natural, but doesn't the main. Doesn't look like the natural's going to go down though. He's trying to make something happen. He's going for it. 2 Colossus, some sentries up, but there's so many roaches here. And Burrow, Winter loves his Burrow, and he has Burrow right now. Now he does not have tunneling claws though, but still, I mean, Burrow is fine for this. And what I've really liked is Winter denied the 3rd for so long, especially with the creep, that it's just put Bones in such a bad position economy-wise. Yeah, it's really tough for Bones, no doubt. And the force fields go down. They're going to be pretty good. No big surround for Winter here, but his army is just so dominant and crushing it. Might still be enough. The 2 Colossi are doing as good damage as they can, but I mean, still, Bones does have to retreat eventually, and that base, looking sparse before, looks even worse now. Just 4 mineral patches left. Well, I mean, effectively 2. There's like 1 mineral patch is gone. The other one's going to be gone as well. So 2 mineral patches left. His income is in the gutter, and it's. Bones has not scouted this the 4th base, by the way. Just FYI. I mean, I feel like this may be why he's trying to hold on. He feels like he's done some damage there, but it's just going down the road from here. Colossus trying to get some damage done, but I mean, Winter could essentially just pull back, hang out for a little while, and then come in with a 200 supply army.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the game is 100% Winter's throw. Bones is just hanging on because he knows this is the last chance to advance onwards. But I think this is going to be the final engagement. Winter's coming forwards. He's killed the Colossus. He's crossing forwards over every other unit. The Blink Micro is not going to be enough. Nobody's Blink Micro could save him now. And as the last Darkstalkers fall, GG is called.
GG!
Winter will advance to the round of 8 to the playoffs.